Hey guys, it's Kamal Elgargni here, 212 Olympia champion. I'm here in South Florida again at the BBI office, my love place. 7 weeks out for the Olympia. I can't wait to get to that day. I'll show you the finish what we started. Be strong.
What a crazy year, huh?
Oh God.
What's the main difference for you? First, mental preparation from last year to this year. What is the how are you approaching it mentally different, let's say?
To be honest, I mean, it's not much different. Maybe to be honest, last year I was more under more stress because, like, you know, you want to defend your title and everything. This year, taking it easy. The same, like we have the COVID, we have the lockdown back home in England, and the gym has been locked down for 3 months. You know, it's not much different. So we had to come again here earlier to prep, but this year the difference is not me thinking winning. Yes, of course I want to win, I want to get the title back, but more likely, like, I wanted to look as best as last year or better. That's my goal this year, and then it's up to the judges. So for me, I did what I have to do last year. I looked a lot much better than the year before, bigger, whatever, but I wasn't good enough for the judges, so they took that decision. Yes, Sean Clarita, he's a very good guy, he's a good champion. I mean, it was like 1 point, like what the judges said, but again, as everybody's saying, like, Kamal is 50 years old, what he's gonna do, what he's gonna improve, is he gonna, I don't think they're gonna be happening, but this is my goal now, to improve and look better than last year.
Do you think you won? Very, very candidly, do you think you won last year?
Well, I think I was, yes, I was positive. I was, because as I've seen from pre-judging, like when I finished the pre-judging, everybody was saying, you've got this, come on, bigger, harder, build. I mean, I was like nearly 6 pounds bigger than the year before. So yes, I looked big, I looked that. I mean, everything is, to me, I think, yes, 100% I thought I've got it. But at the end of the day, it's not me, it's up to me, up to the judges, which is, they the one they decide. They've seen, like, Sean Clarita, he's ahead of me, he's above me, so they gave it to him. Again, that was his day, it wasn't my day, so that's what I said. This year, I want to try and improve. I want the judges to see that I have improved this year.
Being very critical on yourself, let's say, what could you have said might have been something that you didn't bring to your best, that you're like, you know what, maybe this is what the reason was, you know, or could you think of anything, or were you like, I did the, yeah? No.
I think I bought everything what I could, as everybody's seen that. Everybody is like been saying, the crowd, everywhere, even till today, people are still talking about it. You definitely looked well, improved, bigger, harder, whatever. So, but at the end of the day, the title is like, yes, I lost my title, but to still be at the top 2 or top 3 Mr. Olympia is still a big title.
You'll always be Mr. Olympia. That's something nobody can take
Exactly.
away.
So we've got the title, it's written under my name. That's it. Now we're having fun just to look good.
Yes.
We do something for our crowd, because really, like, they always love to see me on stage.
And I will say, man, last year, you know, it was actually the first Olympia that I've attended. And, you know, everybody's there for the big boys. You know, Big Ramy, congratulations to Big Ramy. But last year, the show was 212, man. Yes. That was the buzz. And for the first time, I mean, even on just the national spectators, nobody really, 212 is the second show, or the third after the women maybe, or the classic, you know, but last year, man, 212 was the show.
Oh yeah, because, you know, 212 is, even this year, is gonna be a very, very good show, as like all the competitors is near to each other, near the weights. It's not like one is like whatever 200 and the other one is like 250. So we always close to each other as weight, and we bring the condition as well. So it's really interesting. It's really interesting. The 212, it's I think is going to be even bigger this year.
And now the new place, they moved again to Orlando, Florida, to do it. So I think being in Florida for you, you came from, let's talk a little bit about the journey after the Olympia. It's a full year afterwards. You went back home to the UK, had to deal with all this pandemic stuff, getting the kids and the wife and making sure everybody was good. But let's talk about that first. How did the family deal with when you came back? How was England for the next month or two?
Yeah, I mean, when I went back, as everybody knows, and I said about that, so I catch COVID, and this was the worst thing. I mean, remember when I finished from Orlando and I had to pass by the office here at BBI, and then from here straight to the airport. Man, that journey, and I didn't know that I had a COVID. Like, I feel really tired, really, like I was stopping in the petrol station. I was buying like any energy drink I could take, anything that I could like makes me wake, because it's like so long journey. I was really knackered after the show. So when I reached the airport, I rang my wife. I said to her like, I'm knackered, I'm really tired, I look like I'm dying. Oh, so we tried to find any pharmacy. The airport was really like, there's nothing at the airport. You can't buy any coffee. You can't buy nothing at the airport because all the coffees are shut because of the COVID. But yeah, as soon as I hit that airplane, I just slept all the way. And then when I arrived there, my family, my wife waiting for me. So I didn't know I had COVID, so I passed it to my wife, bless her. She was actually, she was very, very bad. She had it stronger than me, but all good. So I had to stay at home. I was gonna go back, train, and because I thought maybe I'm feeling really like from posing, all my body aches and everything. So I had to stay at home. I couldn't leave. So I stayed 2 weeks and then, or 3 weeks, and then we did another test. Everything is good. And then tried hitting the gym again, slowly. So I was actually keeping my condition, my look and everything. I was looking really, really good, even after I had the COVID. And then locked down again for 3 months. So it's the same what happened last year, and business are bad, and it is like a bit of stress, but we keep going. And then like they decide, which is they gave us the date for the Olympia this year, which is October. It's gonna be like 2 months less than last year, as it was December. And then we started prepping straight away. It's like it's been tough again, because I had to come again here early, because I had to travel from UK. We cannot come to the state straight away. We have to go 2 weeks to another country to quarantine in that country and then leave from there. Last year I went via Turkey, but this year like we couldn't go because Turkey was in the red list from UK. Whereas UK people, they can't travel over there, and they have Dubai as well, they have Qatar, so the countries that normally have people on. So we decided this year to go via Albania, as I have friends over there, and I went via Albania, stayed for 2 weeks. The good things, I took my family with me as a holiday and as a vacation, so we spent 2 weeks, and then I went back home, and I came here so to finish my prep.
And you know, the one thing that made me curious is to be, you know, at the status you are and the Mr. Olympia title and everything. It probably takes 20 years of routine, and in the last 2 years have been completely different than what it has you've been doing for almost 20 years. You know, every day this, every day gym, not worrying about business, not worrying about really family and things. You know, everything was normal. In the last 2 years, I feel like not only you, but everybody is dealing with that third thing now, which is the travel restrictions, just the COVID pandemic. So how does this affect a person that I feel is very disciplined and regimented? How does it mess up your daily routine?
To be honest, it was stressful, especially when you have kids, you know. I mean, I have 4 kids, and we are at home all the time. They're not going out. They got like fed up and always issues. They want to get out. They got bored. And the thing is, you can't take them nowhere. And you want to go holiday, you want to go this. Everyone is like, it does make a little bit different. We go out the routine. So you wake up in the morning, you take the kids to school, and then you have the rest of the day, you and your wife, or you go to the gym, like check out things and that. The routine, we got hold up for something like we never ever thought about. it's not easy. It's really not easy. But the good things, like I had my own gym because I own my gym, so I still kept going to the gym, training and doing what I have to do. But business-wise, because you're still thinking about your business, because that's like income for you and pays for bills, it pays for whatever. It's not doing well. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, the gym is going to be like closed, and especially my other business as the supplements, and because like I'm the distributor of PPI back from Olympia, and we do like gym equipment as well, and everything stops. So that's
if nobody's going to the gym, you don't need gym equipment.
Exactly. So everybody's like, it's a bit of stress, but thank God we actually cope. We actually we've got our way in how to get out of it. Again, we came here this year now. Let's see what's gonna happen.
So we talked about your mental preparation for last year, kind of how you had it. What is the main difference in your physical preparation from, let's say, when you left to this year? How does it differ from last year, let's say?
Well, to be honest, I've been training hard. I've never had time off. It's always been like thinking, to train, to do what I have to do. But mental-wise, to be honest, I think everything is still there. Everything is like, I stay strong. I still had my off-season, quite nice off-season. I'm doing my always like eating good, clean and everything. But I think it was well. It went really, really good. I wouldn't say, maybe some other people, like they probably struggle more than me, and I'm like always had my supplement with me thanks to PPI. They always send me my supplement. I've always got my stuff with me. So some other people like struggling to get their supplements, struggle to train. Gyms are closed, and because I had a few people, they asking me, could we please come train? I mean, oh sorry, I can't. I'll be paying a penalty or whatever.
Yeah.
But of all that, it's been for me, it's been okay. But yeah, mental-wise, I think I'm training harder, stronger. But like again, to improve and prove people wrong to look better this year.
Let me ask you now: Are you as hungry as you were in, let's say, 2018, 2019? Do you have that same hunger, or are you a little bit more satisfied?
I mean, I wouldn't say hungry. Yes, everybody wants to win. I mean, everybody wants to win. I would love to get the title back. Yes, because I'm still training hard. I'm still doing what I have to do. I still left home early to come and finish my prep here to make sure that I'm here for the Olympia. But like what I said, this is not for me. After what happened last year, I can't, because you think like you won. You feel the crowd. They said you should have won, or this or that. That's I don't want to think about that anymore. Like what I said, I want to think, come on stage to look as best as I can. That's my goal. That's what I want to be, and that's what I want to prove to everybody that I could still improve in my age.
I think that's also, just like you said, the stresses. You're doing this because it's what you do. It's not about the titles, and that's great. That's the cherry on the top. But like you said, I think the journey of it and leaving your family, that's a...
Yeah, it is hard. It is, to be honest, it is very, very, very hard. Especially the first week when I arrived, after being 2 weeks with them holiday, going to the beach and doing what we have to do, and still train twice a day when I was on holiday, still doing my food, my diet, done everything. But still, man, I mean, when you're with the family all the time, it's a big mess that I really miss them, and I always want them to be around me. So yeah, I mean, but for what I do, I think it's worth it. It's gonna be only another 7 weeks, I think, to go. But let's do these 7 weeks, and then hopefully go back and we have good fun, and we celebrate together.
Yeah, it's always a celebration. Last year we had a fun time too. Now let's talk about what's kind of going on today. You're here in South Florida. You came down, similar to last year. You came to train. We moved to a new facility. Fitness Systems in Sawgrass. Awesome facility, by the way. Love it. With your pal John De La Rosa, you guys are doing. Now give me a breakdown of kind of how many days and hours do you train per week? In preps, you said you were 7 weeks away. How does it differ from, like, let's say 5 weeks ago? Are you still in the same thing, or?
Nah, I mean, yeah, first of all, like, last year, as everybody knows, we prepped at the Dragon Slayer Flex. I mean, I really like, I had a good experience with these guys. That's what I met John De La Rosa, and we've become like really good. We train together very well. So Flex, he moved to Vegas, as everybody knows, and then like, so for me, as my sponsor, BBI here in Florida, so I need to stay around here. We're gonna do a lot of promotion and everything. We work together, so we stayed here, and luckily John and his partner Sean, they opened a new, nice, big, massive gym. So I went to his gym. We train together at the moment. First week we took it quite easy, as me landing, you know. And then second week, which is this week, we already pushed quite well, training hard. We're doing, I mean, I go to the gym about 3 times a day, sometimes 4 times a day. Yeah, first thing, like, wake up, we do like my cardio, which is like an empty stomach, and then I go home, have my breakfast, have a nap for an hour, go back again to the gym, do my hamstring, glutes, like abs, calves, these kind of details. Like one day I'll do like hams and glutes, one day I'll do abs and calves, and then go back home, have my I'll eat my meal, have a nap, and then I'll do my muscle again, which is the big glute muscle. After that, go back home, eat, and then go back again to do the cardio before my last meal. So, and then I'll go home, have my meal, the last one, and sleep. So it is like 2, 3, 4 times sometimes. It depends, but this is what we're doing now. I mean, it's 24/7, 100% focusing, training, about food and everything. So we're trying to make sure everything goes well.
And that's 5 days a week or 6 days a week?
No, every day.
Every 7 days a week?
The only day that I don't actually do weights, which is Sunday, I just do cardio in the morning and maybe abs or something, and then that's it. So the Sunday, that's the only day that I take a rest day. We call it as a rest day, but I still do my cardio. And
it's like an active rest.
Yeah, yeah, and then trying to catch the Florida sun. Actually, thanks to BBI, actually, they had me in a really nice place. They're really nice place. So I have my kitchen, so they have a swimming pool, there's a lobby downstairs. I mean, really like posh place. I'm so happy there. So like what I said, when I get bored upstairs in my room, come downstairs, the lobby, watch whatever, go to the swimming pool, have a sunbathe, whatever. So it is like, I think this year prep will be more relaxing than last year.
Let's talk a little bit about relaxing and recovery, mainly I want to get to. What are some of the things that you're taking, or the 3 tips you can give to recover during these last 8 weeks? You know, I'm gonna throw one out there. Sleep is probably the most crucial. What are some of the other things you do for recovery specifically?
Well, to be honest, it is the sleep. That's the most recovery that you could do. That's what I say. Like, I try and sleep as much as I can. Go to the gym, have my, like, do my cardio, relax, eat, and then sleep. Have a nap every time that I could, or every time that I can spare, that I sleep. This is the sleep. You cannot beat the sleep, especially these days. Sleep, you could grow, recovery. As soon as you wake up after like a half an hour or an hour nap, you look at yourself, you think, wow, I'm ready for the stage. So it is asleep, it's the most important thing. Of course, eating your food on time. So when you have your meals on time, that is one of the, I think you will have your day scheduled, and every time you will be like, especially on time. So for example, your breakfast 8 o'clock is going to be 8 o'clock every day. Make sure nothing comes into my way or anything like trying to delay my food or whatever. So that's a very important. Sleep and food, of course, your supplement.
say, Kamal, you just mentioned in the recovery conversation something about supplements. Can you give us a kind of a breakdown of your Mr. Olympia Stack, as I would say? What are the 3 or 4 supplements you're using in the last 7 weeks of prep?
Well, it's the most important one for me. Yeah, like what I said, 3 or 4. It is 4. It's four kind of supplement. First one, CLA plus carnitine. I take that first thing in the morning when I do my cardio, an empty stomach. So I'll take 1 scoop, mix it with my shaker, so I'll drink it during my cardio. That's every single day. So I think it does help me a lot for fat loss, and especially with the CLA, when you drink it for the last 6-8 weeks, especially for my lower back and my glutes. For me, this is how I feel. The lower abs as well. I think it affects me in that area. CLA, and then I'll take the my pre-workout.
The Vortex.
The Vortex, yes, the Vortex, which is before training. Especially my big day, legs and back, and like when I do chest and shoulders and that. So it's when I do like this, when I feel like a bit down, Vortex is definitely, that's one of my supplements now. The other one, which is of course after training, my Isolate HD. That's with me all year round. That's with me all the time. So, and for me, like, it's so important. It's so important after training, straight away, the Waizu HD. And then during training, which is my best BCA, it's something like, on training, I feel like it gives me that recovery, a little bit of energy, and I feel great on it. I feel like really, really good. This is one of the kind supplement that I use at the moment. So 4 of them, CLA in the morning, and then I'll have my pre-workout, and then I'll have my ISO HD, and then I'll have my best BCAA.
Awesome. Last question. Okay, you're speaking to young 21-year-old Kamal in the room. He appears out of nowhere, and he says, "What's the #1 thing you can tell me right now to become successful?" You already became successful, so maybe you say, "Hey, go with the heart." But what is the advice you would give to young Kamal about in the bodybuilding world, in his career that he's about to take?
You always need to think smart. You never ever rush things up. So many coaches around these days, they will push you to something that is not in our sports, all right? They will push you to try to show you. The problem is they don't know what it's all about, because bodybuilding is not just like a short time, it's a lifestyle, all right? So we need to do our bodybuilding to compete in that time. For example, we competed for 10 years. What's after? What are we gonna do? We're not just doing bodybuilding for that 10 years. Yes, 10 years we do bodybuilding. After, we need to be successful in our life, to carry on with the family, to carry on with the business. We. So do not rush it. Be smart and take the advice from the honest people, the more experienced people, the one they do take care about your health and your life.